All right, welcome back. We're here at the Hamilton Outdoor Adventure Expo, and I'm with Tori Baird.
Hello.
And Tori just had an amazing presentation where she spoke about resilience through the outdoors and shared some pretty cool stories regarding her backpacking trip through the Rockies and how that happened to be one of the more difficult, challenging trips.
Yes.
And the moral of that story, which was really cool because you connected it to something I think is really close to home, something that we can all learn from. Do you mind maybe sharing a bit more about that?
Sure, yeah. So I just kind of related facing the challenges in the backcountry and how we overcame those challenges, with minimal gear, minimal support, and kind of related it to the challenges that we face in our day-to-day life and just being in the comfort and safety of our own home and finding that strength from those trips and using it in our day-to-day life with the challenges that we're facing. So specifically what I was chatting about was Wesley and just receiving a diagnosis for him and just kind of facing that head on using the strength that I found in previous trips. Yes. Yeah.
That's awesome, thanks. And it kind of brings me back to maybe it was a few months ago, you had this really cool Instagram reel where it was like a rebuttal almost of somebody saying, why are you taking your kids outside? It's not good for them. They're going to be exposed to things, etc. And then you had these amazing clips of your children and yourselves doing these great trips. Wesley's smiling, they're in the canoe, they're outdoors, they're doing all this stuff. And what was the goal behind sharing that kind of content with people?
Yeah, I think everybody, today's day and age, we can just be very comfortable and safe in our, homes and our communities and things like that. But so I think people don't really have enough knowledge about what canoe tripping means. And so they just assume you're bringing your children into danger. But we're going out there prepared. We have the experience. We're not making any risky decisions. And yeah, it would be dangerous if somebody is bringing their kids out there and they had no idea what they're doing. But we're taking all the proper precautions and we're bringing all the proper gear, and you're at more risk just driving to these places on the highway, right? So it's there's really minimal risk if you're prepared and you're doing things the way that you should be. And we take it slow. We do what we can out there, and we're not rushing anything. It obviously slows us down when we have kids, and that's just what we plan for. And we know that it'll be beneficial for both of them, just the experience of being out there, for both of them, for Wesley for his own reasons and Hudson for his own reasons, and we've just seen both of them grow incredibly fast and develop so quickly out there from these experiences. So
that's amazing. Thank you. And I guess the last point I just want to touch on is you have this amazing workshop that you do, Paddle Like a Girl. Very inclusive. My wife Karen was part of the first iteration of that.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's one of the best experiences for her, not just physically, but what you touched on was her mental health and how that really helped her.
Yep.
I want to personally thank you for that. And what's the next workshop? Are you going to be expanding this concept? What's in the plans for the summer coming up in 25?
Yeah, so we're very excited to try to grow Paddle Like a Girl. So I'm trying to kind of disconnect Paddle Like a Girl from Tori Baird, if that makes sense.
That's cool.
So I want there to be more guides, more locations, just more access. So we're offering workshops in the Kawartha area, in York region, and up in Killarney, as well as the ones in the Parry Sound region, which is on our property. And we'll see how those go, and then hopefully continue to grow and expand and offer even just different workshops in the future. We'll see, but yeah, very excited for this year.
Thank you so much, Tori, and it's amazing the work that you're doing for the inclusivity, for women, for mental health, for getting people outdoors. It's amazing that you inspire so many people. Really appreciate you sharing your knowledge here at the show, as well as through your social media. So I encourage everybody to please come check out Tori, wherever she's at on her socials, and check out the workshop, Paddle Like a Girl. Thank you very much for your time. I'm here with Karina, aka Alexis Outdoors. Karina just did an awesome presentation on expanding your comfort zone while in the outdoors. She was sharing some really cool personal stories with one of the trips that she did in Kiosk Lake in Algonquin, and that was really cool to hear. So what have you done today to help expand your own comfort zone outside of this presentation? Just curious.
That's actually hilarious because like so many people came up to me after and they're like, were you nervous? Were you nervous? Are you ever going to do this again? And I was like, yes, I was super nervous. It was terrifying. And I'm never doing this again. And they're like, well, you know, you have to expand your comfort zone. And I'm like, oh, I guess I need to take my own advice. Yeah, I definitely had to step out of my own comfort zone for sure.
Yeah, I would say anecdotally being in the audience, I think you did a great job. And it's just really cool to see how you inspire so many different women and people, because you were talking about like, and I agree with you, sometimes the worst thing out there are other people, right?
Yeah.
Other humans that you meet.
Definitely.
And it's just great to hear some of your safety tips to be around people, and also what you can do when you're like, myself personally actually being scared of the dark. So I'm glad you shared some tips on that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you listening.
For sure. So while we're at the expo, is there any gear or anything that you're personally checking out? Or
Well, these guys are pretty impressive. Freak of Nature Co. Lots of leather goods. But yeah, I was actually very interested in the really lightweight stuff, like the Cuban fiber
the
stuff.
Celic 46 stuff? Or
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
stuff?
And right beside them as well.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
Very
And
cool.
actually Bowman Gear.
Oh
He's
yeah.
got some sick stuff too.
Yeah, absolutely. You got
Yeah.
to check all those people out for sure.
We actually have like the best vendors here. It's been amazing. Really nice vibe.
Yeah. Actually, I would totally agree. It's really nice to see the venue and the show they put on with some great vendors.
Yeah.
So actually, people that have met some new types of gear, new types of vendors that I haven't seen before, go check them out. It's really cool. So,
Absolutely.
yeah. And you guys have your own cool like property that you're building and houses and stuff. So how's that going?
It's going very well. Yeah, we took a little break because we just had a baby, so it's been a little bit busy lately.
Priorities
but
are a little different now.
yeah, exactly.
Sure.
But the hubby's still working super hard at
sure.
it, so yeah, we've come a long way.
Yeah, that's right. So you got to check out their channel together, Timbermates. Some great content and
Lots of banter.
lots of banter.
Yeah.
It's a great family vibe too,
Yeah.
for sure. So it's really cool to see like family-oriented people also being outdoorsy. We saw that from you, see that from Tori Baird and Jim.
Yeah.
So really cool examples out there at the show. Karina, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you sharing your knowledge. Any last words that you'd like to share for anybody who's watching?
Not real. Well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. And yeah,
Get out of your comfort zone, guys.
that's right.
All right, welcome back. We're here at the Hamilton Outdoor Adventure Expo, and I'm with Freak of Nature, Tunis, and Britt.
Hello.
Hello.
And this is your first show that you've been selling your amazing leather goods, I see.
Yeah.
And I just picked up one of your belts.
Correct.
So I'm really excited about this. So what have you guys seen in terms of like trends that have been happening when it comes to leather work? I know you've been getting into guitar straps. Is there anything that you're starting out with that's new for you?
Honestly, I thought, like, you mean today in general, like for like what
Yeah,
people
or
are interested in?
or like creatively in terms of what you're making at lettering.
Ooh, I feel like it's a spectrum of everything. Like, I wish I could like narrow down one thing that's like I like doing the most, that's like our best seller or whatever the case may be, but I feel like it's so personal to the person I'm making it for that as long as I'm passionate about making it, then it's fun to make. I don't know if that makes sense at all.
Yeah, it does. And actually, it's a good point to bring up because what you're seeing is a bunch of stuff that's been made, but they do a lot of custom orders. So if you want anything customized, of course, they do that as well.
Yes. I try.
Right. So what has actually been your best seller while you're here? I'm just curious. So obviously, you got your belts here, but wallets.
Best seller.
I'm gonna say probably belts.
Yeah.
We've sold quite a well. Obviously, thanks to you, right? You've added to the collection, but yeah, I think belts. But it's been a hodgepodge of everything. Like everything's like I thought. Honestly, more sheets would have sold,
Those
but I
probably
get.
are less popular.
Yeah, I get why they haven't. It's also that we forgot some demos. Like I think it would have done better if people could see saws inside of them instead of just the naked sheets.
Right.
But keychains, the lighter holders are very popular for winter camping and all that, for around your neck or to
that's a good idea,
press
yeah.
a knot around your belt in case you tip over in your boat or whatever like that. We've sold definitely a few of those pouches there.
But if we had to go one thing, definitely the belts today have been.
Yeah, and merch. Everybody likes the Bigfoot.
Yeah.
They've been going crazy for Bigfoot
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, so
Absolutely.
that's been doing well. And
Okay.
Nice.
A little bit of
a good
everything, I
mixture,
guess,
yeah.
That's great. It's worth mentioning too that obviously Freak of Nature have an awesome YouTube channel and Instagram, so they're out doing adventures, really creative videos, if I may add. So go check them out.
Thank you, sir.
And is there any trip that you're looking forward to doing in this upcoming season?
Yeah, a trip that involves a canoe because we didn't do any last year. I think we did like a couple day trips if we were lucky, and that's just because of personal growth. I started a new profession. She's been focusing a lot, thank you, on the show and producing stuff for the business. So we're hoping to find that balance and getting back
to our roots. I think we just want to do Algonquin trips this year.
Totally.
Get, like, at least one
We all
good
want to see you
spring
guys
one in
catching
here.
fish. We all know that. Bring it back.
that and just get back to making full-length content. Like I started with YouTube. It's what I said I wanted to do, and
That's right.
it's like I've gotten the furthest away from it. So I'm looking forward to the longer stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you so much for your time, guys. It's been great meeting you here.
Thank you,
Hope
sir.
you guys continue to have a great day. Any last thoughts for the show?
No, man. I appreciate your business. Thank you.
It's just been fun. A good first test trial, I think.
Yeah, great. We've already heard that sneak peek. There will be a show next year, so hopefully you guys are back for that.
I think we will be.
Awesome. I'm here with Corey and Maria from the Hamilton Paddle Shop.
Hi, Darren.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, it's great. So excited for you guys to be here at the first iteration of the show. You have some amazing products. So what's it been like with you with the new paddle shop? I hear you opening something up in the spring. How's that going? How can people find you?
So, still through the website, HaliburtonPaddleshop.com. Come and find us. And new shop is underway. We've got the new location in place with the new tools and equipment being placed in it. Hydro is being taken care of, and we're very excited for this new location because it's top-notch spot.
We haven't released the location yet.
No.
It will be coming once everything is finalized. Our hope is to be open up in the spring of 2025, and then follow us on social media because that's where we're going to launch when we actually open. And we're excited.
Yeah. I think a lot of us are excited too because these amazing paddles are in the hands of like Tori Baird, Sander Bucknick, many other of the outdoor community. And that's really cool. We also saw that you were working on a hybrid carbon kind of paddle.
That's right, yep. Just a nice hybrid of a paddle, lightweight, but high performance. Really stiff. Lots of variations can happen with this as well. To put on your own grip, your own blade, and make it your own custom paddle.
Yeah, that's great. I can attest to the quality of the paddles. My first paddle I ever got was with Corey. It was a custom build, a custom bend shaft. It's an amazing product. It's a beautiful product. So by all means, check them out. So Corey, Maria, last question. Is there anything here at the Expo that you're excited to see that you're looking maybe to get into, that you want to purchase, or partnerships that you're making?
Well, Jeff Hill's H2O canoes across the way, we've been looking at those all day. We'd love to get our butts into one of his canoes for sure.
Yeah.
And definitely continue to work with Tori Baird and her Paddle Like a Girl company has been amazing.
Absolutely.
If you're getting out there and you want to learn something new, we highly recommend her company.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a personal attestation, I do have an H2O canoe from Jeff, and it's amazing. So Corey, Corey and Maria, thank you so much for your time. Always a pleasure to see you guys out here. Come check them out, follow their social media, and we'll catch you guys later. And I'm here with the booth on Follow Me North. Susan, Jesse,
Cheers.
So amazing to see you guys here. Big fans of your photography.
Oh, thank you.
Big fans of your Instagrams.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's so cool to actually meet you guys in person.
Oh, perfect.
So yeah, I mean, looking at some of the photos behind us, is there a place that you wanted to travel to that you haven't been to yet, let's say in Ontario, that you are going to go maybe this summer?
Oh, absolutely. Can I answer that?
Yes.
Because Thunder Bay. We got to get up to Thunder Bay. We haven't been up to Thunder Bay yet, and to get up to Sleeping Giant and explore that whole area. We love looking for elusive wildlife and lynx. Or there's more sightings up there, right? And
Incredible.
a lot of the times we're looking for lynx a lot in the winter, starting at this time of year actually. And we're getting up there, but nothing up near Thunder Bay. That's definitely on the list.
Yeah, that's amazing. I've had the privilege of being at Sleeping Giant Provincial Park. Absolutely incredible. So
Yeah.
I think you guys would enjoy it and you'd really capture the landscape.
Oh, yeah.
We talked a little bit before about taking photos is kind of like telling a story. So like, what's the coolest story that maybe you've had this year for your photography?
Well, there's so many stories, right? And I think, I don't know, there's mixed stories because there's the stories of like going out and seeking the wildlife and getting that moment with the wildlife. But I think our favorite is sharing those stories or those moments with people, because I mean, we run photography workshops, so with those people that have never experienced, like let's say me coming across a moose for the first time or a fox in the wild for the first time, and just like seeing their faces light up, being like, this is real. It's like so healing for a lot of people, like nature, like more of us need to get outside. We need to get out there, and it's with a camera or without a camera. But when you can actually get out there and inspire these people, and it's all about inspiration, right? If you can inspire somebody to keep going back out into nature, into the wild, and then find their new passion, that's what it's about. So I mean, if there's one specific story, no, but I think just in general, what encompasses is just inspiring people.
Absolutely, and I think you really accomplished that through the work that we've seen. Last
She
question.
inspires me. Like, I mean, just truly, it's so true. Like, I mean, like literally, like the way you inspire, the way you inspire me, like honestly, like back and forth, we challenge each other all the time. And I think when she challenges me, I'm like, wow, like how did you get that shot? Or how did you see that? It's completely different. So I think that's an incredible thing. If you can find somebody else to shoot with, and then marry them, it's great. And then build a business together.
That's a great tip.
I think we've been lucky too that we've made our feed ambiguous. So there's not a competition between us when we're shooting, when we're posting. It's under Follow Me North. It's not named Jesse or Susan. So we're just out there having fun and creating together.
So all the photos that you see on our posts, like people don't know, like, half of the time we look and we're like, did you take that or did I take that, right? And it's kind of fun. It's a fun little inspirational challenge between us.
Yeah, that's a pro tip, and I think it's so special that you can share that passion together, and also not just with each other, as you mentioned, bringing people for the first time to experience wilderness, to experience wildlife, and have some of that healing.
Yes.
So last question, and thank
Sure.
you so much for your time. Is there anything here that you're looking to pick up a piece of gear since we're at the expo?
Oh man, it's paddles. I keep walking by paddles. Paddles are like, it's kind of addicting, right? Like you're just like, oh, that looks
Have you
nice. to
seen
put
the
in
halibut
water.
paddles from
Yes,
Corey
it's
and Maria?
incredible.
I have a few
so
of them.
incredible,
They're amazing, yeah.
right?
And Spirit Tree, you're right. They're all.
There's so many paddles. I was looking at the leather goods over there.
I feel like we're in the market for a new canoe too.
Oh,
it's a good spot
geez,
for it.
yeah.
Very good
H2O's there, and
Yeah.
everybody else too.
Oh, there's so many.
Yeah.
So I mean, coming out to events like this is great. It's like our people, your people, right? Like it's the connection that everybody's making here. It's a great little intimate show, right? And next year it's going to get bigger. And it's going to get bigger. So, I mean, if anybody is out there that's not at this show right now watching this, keep this show in mind for next year.
Absolutely.
And please stop by and visit us, and let's shake people's hands out there. And we love connecting with people that are like-minded, loves nature. What a good place to do it.
Yeah, I absolutely echo what you just said. So guys, come check out the Hamilton Outdoor Adventure Expo next year. Come check out Follow Me North. And as always, remember, you are what you repeat. Take care.
Cheers. Thank you.